So why would I say doctors are lying to women who are going through a true cryptic pregnancy? Because of course I've got the evidence. I'm Neo Brown. I've had 5 cryptic pregnancies. All of my children were cryptic pregnancies that turned into normal pregnancies. And I've written this book to explain some of my story and some of the evidence I've found and collected over the last 15 years of studying a cryptic pregnancy and talking to women who've been through it also, all over the world. One of the biggest reasons why the doctors lie about a cryptic pregnancy is that children of cryptic pregnancies have different DNA. Now let me take you back to your science lessons. Hopefully you've all got science GCSE. I can't expect everyone to have biology A level and biochemistry degrees like I do, I get it. But basic science, basic GCSE level, high school level science teaches you that you need an X chromosome from the mother, the woman, and a Y chromosome from the male for procreation. The father donates the DNA from his Y chromosome and the mother donates her DNA from her X chromosome, and it's 50-50. Here's the thing, with children of cryptic pregnancies, they don't have any paternal DNA. Hello, Blade. Now I've proved this with one of my children, but I'm not going to go into that because obviously if the establishment, medical cartel find out that you have a child with different DNA, then they're going to come after that kid. So I waited until either my children were grown or out the country with relatives before I spoke about this, because obviously the DNA of my children will come into question. Oh, don't you love a real life fucking drama? Come on! So how did I discover this? Well, I was speaking to a woman on and off during one of my cryptic pregnancy groups. Wonderful woman, let's call her Jane, because obviously we have to change names for privacy reasons. Jane had cryptic pregnancies. She went to the doctor and she posted all these videos online to TikTok, YouTube, where she had a big pregnant belly. I mean, she looked like obviously 9-10 months pregnant to me. At least 42 weeks. She was huge. And you could see this baby, like the foot kicking out, arms kicking out. I mean, she was pregnant. But the doctors told her it was a fucking fibroid. They'll probably tell you the same kind of lie. They said, ooh, fibroids, sorry. They grow legs and they move. They move in your belly, man. They're like Michael Jackson in a moonwalk. Fibroids can move. It's a miracle, really, when you think about it, but let's not dwell on it. Doctors, quacks, expect you to believe that. They expect you to believe that if you're pregnant and your tests are negative and you've got a big belly that moves, other people can see and feel it. They expect you to believe that, well, it's just a fibroid, it moves. Oh, who the fuck falls for that? Anyway, unfortunately, this poor lady fell for that story. She had no choice though. She'd been cryptically pregnant for at least, like, I don't know, more than 9 months. Time was fucking ticking. She wanted her body back. She wanted her life back. She wanted to know what the fuck was going on. So she went to hospital. They said they would put her to sleep and take out the fibroid. She woke up on the maternity ward. She knew she had given birth. She had given birth naturally 3 times before, because she was a mother already. And one of the nurses on the ward said, when she asked, yeah, you have given birth, but I can't tell you much more, that she was very cagey. Long story short, the doctor who performed the operation disappeared the next day. Now, I'll pick up with Jane's story in my next video, but suffice to say, Jane had the DNA of her older children tested, because she sadly lost that child. We're pretty sure they fucking stole it. As they often steal babies that were cryptic pregnancies. And one of the reasons they steal them is because the DNA, as I say, is different. The DNA of babies who were cryptic pregnancies only contain, this is really important, I'm going to put it on the screen, they only contain maternal DNA. So rather than having the X chromosome from the mother and the Y from the father, they only have the X. That's why my brand symbol for my book is the X female chromosome. Now, you can choose to believe this or not. I really don't care. I'm not here to debate. I'm a Christian Gnostic. I believe in metaphysics. Metaphysics is the proof of spirituality, in case you didn't know. Jesus was a metaphysician. Now, this isn't making things happen just because you want them to. This is evidence for, I won't use the word faith because people think it's a willy-nilly stupid word, but this is evidence for things that perhaps you don't actually see or are taught. So there's evidence of this. There's evidence in my life and with my children. There's evidence in my very DNA. So yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. But no, real talk. This lady Jane, she had her elder children tested because she knew by then that her pregnancies with them were cryptic pregnancies, a terminal, like mine. When she had her son's DNA tested, the doctor came back to her and called her and said, you know, Miss Jane, won't give away her surname, your son, we need to discuss his DNA results. So she went in with her son and she said, this child only has maternal DNA. He has no Y chromosome. So even though Jane was obviously with her husband at the time of the pregnancy, sleeping with her husband normally, she thought that she conceived that child from her husband. She didn't. She self-conceived that child, because that's the big thing. Women, not all of them, because we can't know unless we test their DNA and the DNA of their babies. But predominantly, from my studies of over 15 years of studying cryptic pregnancy, from my research, from talking to mothers from all over the world, and indeed from the evidence of my own children's DNA and mine, babies of cryptic pregnancies only contain maternal DNA. So now do you see why it's such an important subject that they're trying to suppress? And now do you see why one of God's most brave, most brilliant warriors has incarnated at this particular time to show you the truth? And you now understand why there is indeed only one book on the market that explains this with scientific proof and accuracy. Stay tuned for part 2 of Jane's story and mine next.